Hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Today we're diving into a topic that affects nearly all of us, every single night: sleep. But we're not just talking about getting enough hours. We're going to uncover a hidden factor in your sleep environment that new research suggests could dramatically increase your risk of heart failure. It's something most of us experience without even thinking about it, and the statistics are genuinely startling. A recent study has linked this one thing to a staggering 56% higher risk of heart failure. So, what is this invisible threat lurking in our bedrooms? Stick with me, because understanding this could be one of the most important things you do for your long-term health. So, what is this mysterious risk factor? It's something you've probably experienced countless times, maybe even last night. It's not about what you eat before bed or how much you exercise. It's about light. Specifically, exposure to light at night while you're trying to sleep. Now you might be thinking, a little light? What's the big deal? Well, according to a major study published in a prestigious journal, it's a very big deal. Researchers tracked over 100,000 middle-aged and older adults for many years. They used special sensors to measure the amount of light in their bedrooms at night and cross-referenced this data with their health records. The findings were crystal clear and, honestly, quite shocking. The study revealed that individuals sleeping in rooms with even low levels of ambient light had a significantly higher risk of developing heart failure compared to those who slept in near total darkness. How much higher? A jaw-dropping 56%. This wasn't just a minor correlation, it was a powerful, statistically significant link. The researchers were meticulous. They accounted for other factors that could contribute to heart disease, like age, lifestyle, pre-existing conditions, and even socioeconomic status. Even after adjusting for all of these variables, the link between nighttime light and heart failure remained incredibly strong. This suggests that the light itself is an independent risk factor, directly impacting our cardiovascular health in ways we're only just beginning to understand. It's a wake-up call, quite literally, for all of us. So, how exactly does a bit of light from a street lamp or a charging phone wreak such havoc on our hearts? It all comes down to our internal body clock, the circadian rhythm. Our bodies are hardwired to associate darkness with sleep and rest, and light with being awake and active. When light hits our eyes, even through closed eyelids, it sends a signal to our brain that it's daytime. This disrupts the production of melatonin, the crucial hormone that regulates sleep. But melatonin does more than just make us drowsy. It's a powerful antioxidant and plays a key role in regulating blood pressure and heart rate. When light exposure suppresses melatonin, it throws our entire system out of whack. It can activate our sympathetic nervous system. That's our fight or flight response. This means your heart rate might stay elevated, your blood pressure might not dip as it should during the night, and your body remains in a state of low-level stress instead of entering a deep, restorative state. Think of it like trying to rest your car's engine while someone is constantly tapping the accelerator. Over months and years, this nightly strain puts immense pressure on your cardiovascular system, increasing inflammation and making your heart work harder than it should. This chronic low-grade stress is what researchers believe paves the way for serious conditions like heart failure. Now let's get practical. What kind of light are we talking about? It's not just about leaving a main light on. The study found that even seemingly harmless, low levels of ambient light can be problematic. This includes light creeping in from street lights outside your window, the faint glow from a television on standby, the charging light on your laptop or phone, or even a nightlight that's a bit too bright. We've become so accustomed to living in a 24/7 lit world that we often don't even notice these sources. But our brains notice. Our retinas are incredibly sensitive, and even a small amount of light is enough to signal to our internal clock that it is not time for deep rest. The color of the light matters too. Blue light, which is emitted in high concentrations by screens like smartphones, tablets, and LED lights, is particularly disruptive to our circadian rhythm and melatonin production. Using these devices right before bed is a well-known sleep disruptor. But the ambient glow they emit while charging on your nightstand can also contribute to the problem throughout the night. It's an accumulation of these small light intrusions that creates a chronically disrupted sleep environment, and as the science shows, this can have very real and very serious consequences for the health of our heart. The good news is that this is one of the most correctable risk factors for heart disease. You don't need a prescription or an expensive procedure. You just need to reclaim the darkness. The most effective solution is to invest in a good pair of blackout curtains or blinds. These are designed to block nearly all external light, creating a true sanctuary for sleep. They can make a phenomenal difference, especially if you live in a brightly lit urban area. If you're on a budget, even taping some black cardboard over your windows can do the trick. The goal is to make your room as dark as you can possibly get it. Next, do a light audit of your bedroom. Go around the room and identify every single source of artificial light. Unplug electronics that you don't need overnight, or use electrical tape to cover up those tiny, persistent LED indicator lights on chargers, power strips, and other gadgets. You'd be surprised how many there are once you start looking. If you use an alarm clock, turn it away from your face or switch to a model with a dimmable display. The aim is to eliminate every last photon of man-made light. It might feel strange at first, but your body will thank you for it. What if you need some light to navigate your room at night? Perhaps for trips to the bathroom. Or maybe your kids need a bit of comfort. If a nightlight is absolutely necessary, opt for one that emits a dim, warm, reddish, or amber-colored light. These warmer tones have a much longer wavelength and are far less disruptive to melatonin production than the cool, blue-toned lights. Place it low to the ground, out of your direct line of sight from the bed, so it illuminates the floor path without shining towards your face. Another great option is a motion-activated nightlight, which only turns on when you actually get out of bed, minimizing the duration of light exposure. And finally, let's talk about screen time. We've all heard this before, but this new research on heart failure really hammers home its importance. Make it a rule to put away all screens, phones, tablets, laptops, TVs, at least an hour before you plan to sleep. This digital sundown gives your brain a chance to unwind and start producing melatonin naturally. If you absolutely must use a device, use a blue light filtering app or the built-in night mode on your device, which shifts the screen to warmer tones. Better yet, swap that screen time for reading a physical book, listening to a podcast, or some gentle stretching. Creating a relaxing, screen-free pre-sleep routine is a powerful signal to your body that it's time to power down, protecting both your sleep quality and your heart health for years to come. So there you have it. The simple, often overlooked presence of light in our bedrooms at night could be a major hidden contributor to heart disease. The link to a 56% higher risk of heart failure is a statistic we simply can't ignore. But the power to change this is entirely in our hands. By making our bedrooms a true haven of darkness, we can support our body's natural rhythms, improve our sleep quality, and take a significant, proactive step in protecting our heart. It's a simple change that could have a profound impact on your long-term health and well-being. Thank you so much for joining me today to explore this crucial topic. I hope this information was as eye-opening for you as it was for me. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and consider subscribing to the channel for more evidence-based health insights. And I'd love to hear from you in the comments below. What steps will you be taking to darken your sleep space? Stay safe, sleep well, and I'll see you in the next video.